Hi, it's Hazel, and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. This is going to be a bit of a logistical nightmare as I try to show you something that is far too big to fit in frame, but yet I think is unique enough that you might be interested in it. Now, before I actually turn this case and show you the contents, I will tell you that I bought this at auction a few weeks ago, and it's just been sitting there because I didn't know honestly why I bid on it, and anyway, one of those things. So let me maybe show you the original box that it came with so that you can start thinking of what you can put in the chat as advice to tell me how I can salvage these cool labels. So it says, like, some of them are starting to lift. It says Canadian Pacific Express, Fragile, Gestetner's. That's one side of the box. There is even more on this side. Oops, upside down. Or the label is upside down anyway. So I started, but of course, you know, I'm kind of a picker by nature. So this one was lifting. Now tell me if you know of a better method, because I can't really, but oh, look at this. I might be able to get that off intact. Anyway, what I was trying to say is that in the past, when I have thrifted, 100-year-old scrapbooks, and there's good stuff, glued on both sides of the page, what I have done in some cases was soak the pages in hot water. And that, of course, softens the glue. Then, of course, you have to air dry all of the papers that got soaked in the process. But somehow, because this is a thick cardboard box, it's not as though I can cut around them because it would be far too thick. So I'll let you ponder that as I go through showing you the rest of this purchase. And if you've got any bright ideas as to how I can remove these things without destroying them, I would very much appreciate to hear that. Okay, so now we've already established that I'm pretty old. When I hear the word Gestetner, I think of a machine, an actual machine, probably, I don't know if it was crank or if it was electric, but it was something that used to be in the principal's office at school, and you would create a document somehow, sort of hook it on these two things from what I remember, and then turn, making copies as you went. The precursor to photocopying. Anyway, this has to be a lot older than that because there's obviously no machine here. So I don't know which way is up here, but let me open this up and show you. It's a beautiful wooden case, by the way. And it has a locking thing on the side. So this okay, so this is I'm not even sure where this goes, but let's assume it goes there. Oh, let's see, how to clean. Lay sheet of blotting or waste paper underneath the fabric and well damp with benzene. Place paper. Well, rub the paper, but not the fabric. So I don't know if this is like an early screen printing kind of thing. Oh, just a minute. Should fabric become damaged or if extra frame required, order silk. Okay. Oh, I didn't realize this opens. Not sure. Anyway, I can't imagine that I'll ever use this for the purpose for which it was intended. Now, I don't know if this even fits in here. There is this really grody looking. More ink does not mean better copies. turn up the tube as it becomes empty. So this is Gestetner ink. This is very, I shouldn't have touched it. It's just the first of many blunders probably. Got these wipes that are practically useless. Okay, so I think I had a peek at this yesterday, but I didn't get beyond this. What I think the title of this video will be is that sometimes the extras, the accessories, the add-ons are the real treasure. So let's just go through what's here. First off, there's this cute, now where can you see it better? Oh, you can see it. This is some kind of a Gestetner stencil. It's obviously the alphabet. So who knows, that might come in handy. Maybe I should put this off to the side. Now this is in reverse, but can we read it from this side? No, not really. Okay, so it says sale, selling out, bargains, stock reducing, bargains. Is there a date on there perhaps? No, what is that? Schultz's store. I don't know what that means. October 21st to 31st, but of course no year. And on it goes. So let's just see. Does that? Yes, it does. Transfer ink. So this may not be usable, but at least I can use it here to cover up that. Now this is also lovely paper, but of course pretty soiled. This is some sort of a metal thing, so not sure what that was for. I don't know. Yeah, this ink all keeps lifting, so I don't know that any of this will be salvageable. But let's keep going. Cute little packaging, protecting, whatever that is. Now you can see that there's been a leak and something, I'm going to say something is growing there, but maybe not. Maybe it's just paper that's stuck to it, or part of this this tissue thing. Cut, seal, to open, cut, seal. Oh, keep bottle well sealed for preventing spots of ink coming through stencils. Paint over with brush the defective portion. Apply at back of the stencil. But again, you know, probably the saving grace here is the box and or this label. So again, I probably would just attempt to soak off this label. Put that aside. Now this one, similar kind of thing, but it says correcting fluid. Look at how cute that bottle is. But again, you know, with old chemicals, who knows how stable they are. I thought this was really cool when I saw it last night. It's a stylus. Teeny weeny little itty bitty, itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Teeny tiny little ball on there. Let's see if the box says anything. Oh, neoclysotile, cyclostyle. Jeez. It's not a disease. It's a cyclostyle pen. The pen most frequently oil. This pen must be, jeez. Medium pen stylus. Okay, so that is obviously cool. This cute little bulldog clip. So again, am I grasping at straws? Perhaps. Okay, so then there's all this paper. Now, I have not looked at this whatsoever, so let's just see. Oh, if you hear any unusual sounds, Gertie is here for the weekend. Oh, McLeod Constituency Voluntary Registration of Canadian Women. No doubt many of you heard of the Voluntary Registration of Canadian Women, an organization started by the National Committee of Prominent Women for the use of any government in a war crisis or other emergency. Oh, so this is probably, well, I don't know. That doesn't look exactly like that purple sheet, but it's obviously some sort of handmade poster for this grocery place. Again, nobody ever thinks of putting years. So these are cool. Long may they reign. Welcome their majesties, King George the Sixth and Queen Elizabeth. Okay, we know that the Queen was ascended to the throne in 1953, so that kind of gives us a time frame. Here's this lovely purple. Well, my fingers are dirty, so it's hard to tell. Oh, maybe it does smear. Okay, for reproducing copies of handwriting or typewriting. Oh, look, the little manual is here. The directions for reproducing handwriting. Oh, one other thing I forgot to show you. See, that's more like what I remember. This precision inker model is gradually becoming universal, is power-driven and completely automatic. So even though I remember the crank, the inking is achieved by the simple pressure on a lever. Moreover, the ink being visible, volume can be regulated and varied at will whilst the machine is running. There is no wastage, no handling of ink, an automatic indicator showing quantity remaining to be used. Refills can be placed in position in 60 seconds. Anyway, I forgot to show you this. The mother of all brayers. Now, my ruler is, oh yeah, here it is. That is an 8.5, okay, so the size of paper is an 8.5 inch brayer. Now, I think that these deep, indentations would obviously make it hard, or this wound here. Now, it might create cool marks, but it would, obviously affect the function of the brayer. This is heavy. This is metal. This is wooden. Heavy, heavy duty. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, so this, tear off this portion before laying on printing bed. So maybe this is a copy. This shows you a copy of what has been made. This is that long live may they reign. This is the inky bit. So maybe this was just one step beyond carbon paper. You could make multiple copies. Same thing, another inky thing, another, okay, they're calling this the stencil. This is cool. Guarantee every sheet of Gestetner Gestet script is guaranteed to be of perfect manufacture. In case of complaint, return this slip. This sheet has been reproduced on a Gestetner with a Gestet script stencil. Cool. Parchment or onion skin. Sign your way, ye men of God, clothed in your... Sing your way to freedom, ye men of God, arise, clothed in your rightful mind. That's interesting paper. Hello, everybody. So this is dated 1939. Okay. Hello, everybody. I'm enclosing a list of groceries and dry goods, which you can print about 100 sheets with your duplicator if you have time. When sending this, tell me what you want for your trouble and the sheets. If you think that the duplication on page 328 of the Eden's catalog is satisfactory for this kind of work, store business is not too bad. Later on, I guess, it will slow down. Okay, so we're talking about warriors. We deal with Campbell, Wilson, and Brock's at Calgary. I'm in a hurry because the train will be here any minute. Bills should be made out, JM on. Okay, so we have an idea, 1939. These are more sort of, okay, this is stapled shut, but, okay, so it's more of what we've seen before. Perfectly unmarked carbon paper. Another one of those purpley things, more of that. Oh, so this is kind of how it was. This, I don't know, parchment, onion skin, I'm not sure what that is, was attached to that form. Okay, let us all with gladsome voice praise the God of heaven, who to bid our hearts rejoice, his own Son hath given. So that's kind of a hymn. Looks like it might have been a handout. It says, take these songs home with you. Merry Christmas to all. From heaven above to earth. So again, it's a religious couple of, stanzas or... So this, these are, okay, let me not disturb the order too much. So it looks like a few sets, what those crumbs are. So these, let me shake out the debris. So there's a piece of this, the attached pieces, and then the blank. So those may be something I can put for sale in my shop. Even some of these old posters, perhaps. So this is like on newsprint. So is this. Okay, so let's see. We don't know the year again. However, we do know that seedless raisins were 29 cents. And that was for 2 pounds. A package of glazed cherries were 21 cents. Shelled almonds, 54 cents a pound. Oh my goodness. Lux soap, 2 for 15 cents. Fries cocoa, 23 cents a tin. Nabob, okay, a 3-pound jar of Nabob coffee was $1.87. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The Stetner fluid container has been specially designed to prevent evaporation. Oh, so this belongs in that box with the red label. This feels, okay, what is this white stuff? Not sure what that white stuff is. This feels like tissue paper. Railway address. One quire. Now what is a quire? How much is a quire? One quire, white stencil number 670. I don't know, was this W. Schultz their only customer? So this box has clearly collapsed from the weight on it. So this looks, this is just plain old paper, but it feels so nice. It kind of has that linen look to it. You probably can't see that, but Okay, so there's some salvaging done there. Diaphragm Gestet script. I have to look up and see what a choir is. Not suitable for typewriting. So another collapsed box. Look, it had the little metal corner reinforcements. That's something to salvage too. Oh, this is upside down. Perhaps that was probably the wrapper that held it all together. So, again, cool. Cool, cool. Actually, now that I have, now of course you won't see this till after the fact, but now that I have actually dug through this box, I will probably be able to include some of this, what is this blue thing, in the August 7th live sale on my channel. And then finally this, and some debris. Okay, transparent writing and drawing sheet for writing or drawing on Gestetner stencils. Oh, and that's where those little styluses come in. Obviously the one that I found here is the very fine one because it's a teeny one. Keep writing and drawing sheet in this container when not in use. This sheet, being transparent, enables the user to cut a stencil direct from the original. Place the original C, the writing and drawing sheet B, and the stencil sheet A in the order shown in diagram. Then proceed to cut the stencil. Keep the cutting surface clean by moistening a duster with cleansine and rubbing in a circular motion. Dry thoroughly before storing. Gestetner seal. Oh. Huh. So this is that same, I guess like probably a test print. This I thought was like a, I don't know what this is. I thought at first I was going to say a silk screen, but I don't think that's it. So these must have been coupons of some time. Schultz's, good for 1 quart. So we don't know a quart of what. So I would say something is missing out of this envelope. But it is cool, cool, cool nonetheless. Okay, guys, that is all that's in this box. So I will salvage. See, this is quite thicker too. I might try to see, I can't resist the urge to pick. I will salvage these little corners. I will try to soak these labels off and hopefully be able to bring some of these things, to the upcoming live sale. I probably will not get to the box and these labels until, well, I'll cut it apart obviously and just save the panels that have something on them and get rid of the rest because obviously I'm not keeping this. Maybe I can peel this one off too, off this flat. Oh, see, there's part of it. You probably can't see that. There's that there too. Anyway, so yeah, if you have some, I'm going to be hanging on to this till I hear from you. And let me know if you've had any success getting things that are well glued down off without damage. Look look at this piece of masking tape. Brown packing tape. Sort of probably a gummed. Well, that came off quite nicely. Gum tape. So I'll do all the picking that. Oh, you probably, can you see this? Looky there. I got that off too. So yes, I'll get rid of the parts that have nothing on them and wait for your advice on the rest. So thank you so much for joining me. And again, the moral of the story here is that, you know, again, if you can buy something quirky, something vintage, something that, you know, you're not overpaying for, you may just find a surprise once you actually dig through your purchase. And I think that is probably one of the key motivators that keeps us keeping on, that keeps us, you know, bidding. This was an auction sale, actually, that I spent a fair bit of money at, and one that I had made a special trip to preview live, but this wasn't on my radar. What do I need with a Gestetner? But look at all the goodies that were inside. So again, thank you so much for being here, and I await your wisdom. Thanks, guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.